Hi, you're watching Nerdy News on VideoGamesBlogger.com. I'm your host Laura, and today I'll be filling you in on the latest in gaming news. In the United States, the future of video games as a creative medium may change forever this week. For those of you who need a refresher, this case extends from a 2005 California law drafted by State Senator Leland Yee, which restricts the sale of violent video games to anyone under 18 and would require special labels on offending games. The law was suspended, then struck down, in a California district court due to a violation of the First Amendment. California appealed, but it was struck down again by the Ninth Circuit Court. Then, the Supreme Court agreed to hear the case, and it is currently being deliberated. The law attempted to use a variation of the Miller test, which can be used to circumvent the First Amendment if a state can provide a compelling government interest in doing so, as in the cases of obscenity. The Ninth Circuit Court previously rejected this argument, claiming that a compelling interest hadn't been shown. Redbox is making it easier than ever to pick up a video game rental. Redbox has started renting video games through their kiosks. It has been confirmed that game rentals cost $2 a day and can be reserved online for easy pickup at the nearest Redbox location. Games are available for the PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, and Xbox 360. The company began testing video game rentals at 5,000 locations across the country in August of 2009. During that time, more than 1 million games were rented, proving that the customer demand was real. This month, Redbox added more than 21,000 Redbox locations for video game rentals. However, Redbox's latest edition have some parents feeling uneasy. Redbox game rentals make games more accessible and cheaper for young gamers, and some parents feel this could potentially lead to minors getting their hands on M-rated games. Redbox does require customers to be 18 to rent any R, movies, or video games rated mature. Customers must have a credit card and validate their age when renting these titles. Microsoft is developing interactive advertising for the Kinect motion controller. Advertising is coming to Microsoft's Xbox Kinect and will let users interact with the ads on an Xbox console. This will give agencies a new opportunity to create new kinds of ads. Microsoft announced this new option for advertisers at the Cannes International Advertising Festival last week. The Xbox Kinect is going to use voice and motion commands to let consumers interact with the ads while they are playing games or watching online content. Now, what does this all mean to an Xbox Kinect user? It means that soon they would be able to say something like Xbox Tweet and have the content shared online with their friends. While watching a TV show, a user will be able to do things like schedule a reminder to be sent to their phone. The latest trend in education is, of course, gamification. Top Hat Monocle has announced the launch of their competitive homework program, bringing gaming into the classroom. The Waterloo, Ontario-based startup is developing a system called Competitive Homework, in which university students face off in an online tournament for assignments to have fun while developing practical academic skills. Professors from over 40 schools, including highly regarded institutions such as McGill University, Texas A&M, Purdue University, and University of Waterloo, have been using the tool for the past year with great success. Tens of thousands of students have already used this tool, and the number will continue to grow in the fall. Now for some games releasing this week. UFC Personal Trainer is a fighting and fitness video game created by THQ. The game is a sequel to the UFC Undisputed series, but differs from it in playability in that it requires the Kinect accessory for the Xbox 360 version and the PlayStation Move for the PlayStation 3 version. There will also be a Wii version that doesn't require any accessories to play. Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition is a fighting video game developed for the Nintendo 3DS. It is a port of the original console game Super Street Fighter 4 and plays very much like the original. It plays just like a traditional fighting game using 3D backgrounds and 3D characters on a 2D plane. Players use the Nintendo 3DS Circle Pad or D-pad to control their fighters, which allows players to jump, crouch, and move towards and away from opponents. Resident Evil: The Mercenaries 3D is a third-person shooter for Nintendo 3DS, a combination of the Mercenaries minigame featured in the Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5 games. Players must defeat as many enemies as possible within a set time limit. The game includes Wi-Fi connectivity for cooperative play from players around the world, as well as new modes and characters from across the series. That's all the news I have for today. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Love and peace from my PC to yours.